You're old, man. You're old. And there's also, of course, another free way to get the replays. All you have to do is make an account on esportgaming.com/root and bet either real money or gold. Gold is completely free, so you can just bet for the fun of it and stand to win pretty cool prizes like this jersey or peripherals and stuff that Esport Gaming gives away to, top performing gold bettors. So do check them out indeed. And of course, you get a up to $500 50% bonus deposit if you register through us. Again, esportgaming.com/root, as well as an extra $15 for that same thing, for registering from us with us. Got him.
Through us?
All right.
Through us.
But, okay, so let's introduce the players. Spawning in the top left position of Lerla Crest is the red Protoss player, sOs, representing generic green wings.
Champion of the world, some have called it. Some had called him back in the day. And in the right-hand side of the map, going for a very quick pull and gas, but not super duper quick. Just
quick.
Just quick. Just very quick. Not the quickest. It is Root Gaming's Hydra. So that was a 17 gas, 17 pull. And it does scream aggression, but the reason you don't want to, or he doesn't want to go potentially for a 13-12 is it's a lot more committed of an attack. Now, this is kind of good by Hydra, actually, or for Hydra. This is a two-gate adept opener for SOS.
Probably Stargate. Stargate behind it. I've seen a lot of Protosses actually recently do this. And they'll just go for double adept with, they'll usually go 2 oracles, and if they scout out a Roach Warren, they can always get that safety void ray. But I haven't really seen it on a 4-player map. I think it would be a little bit risky. I've only seen it on like maps that advocate aggression, like Arena or maybe Orbital, but usually it's Arena because it's such a close spawn distance. But SOS going to get the last scout, so these Zerglings are already going to be out on the map when he goes up into Hydra's ramp, and I'm not sure what the response is going to be from him.
Well, this is actually a good thing for Hydra in the sense that SOS is going to make those adepts for sure, right? He's not going to have the option to change his build order, and he's actually chrono boosting up the gateway against an extremely defensive opener by Hydra, which could be turned into aggression for him had SOS gone, for example, for a Nexus first. So, yeah, I think that Hydra is kind of getting the better end of this, but no definitive advantage for either player right now. However, those first two adepts, I think, will be in a lot of hurt or in a lot of trouble if SOS does decide to move out with them, which I can't imagine he won't, because he's
going to try to get some damage done.
I mean, this is two gate, 1 base adept, so he pretty much has to. And
Twilight Council instead of a Stargate, maybe a DT Shrine. I can't really see like an adept upgrade. As I say that, he's getting an adept upgrade in the 3rd gate, probably going up the like.
Why couldn't you see it though?
Off 2 gates, I couldn't see like an adept push with just 2 gates. But he's just adding more gateways right now, so.
Indeed, so he's gonna go up to a lot of gateways. By the way, Hydra getting an Evo chamber. That's gonna be for nothing other than just Overlord drop. Unfortunately for Hydra, he didn't get as many links as he could have, I think, early. Maybe as soon as he saw the adepts, he had already just droned up. You gotta be careful there, buddy.
Did he spot the pylon? If he spotted the pylon, he might throw down his spine.
Adepts. This is already a big tell, and he's making a Baneling nest. This is pretty much what he needs to do. Hydra's gonna spot continuing adept reduction as well as an extra couple of gates. So the Baneling nest I really like, but like you said, Taylor, I actually would very much like a couple of spines here and there. So we'll see if Hydra decides to go for that.
He was supply blocked pretty bad at 36.
Yeah.
And he's producing 2 Overlords, which I think that's why
there's the spines. There's the spines. So no, I think the spines are pretty much necessary when you're holding off against this type of aggression. Hydra has not overdroned at all, so a perfect response by our Korean Overlord Zerg boy. And yeah, I like this. I very much like what I'm seeing from Hydra. A great response, perfect so far. He also has the Overlord on the side of SOS that could potentially go for a counterattack and force Warpins defensively from SOS. So
here comes the Shades. We'll see if he commits. He doesn't commit.
Nope, there's a spine there, so wouldn't be a good idea. But now Banelings are being worked by Hydra, and time is running out for SOS, who just finished his Adept upgrade. So he might be willing to commit now, but I think now might be a little bit too late. Hydra has to be really happy with what he sees. If he can get a full wraparound with the links, that will be the end of all of those Adepts. Where are the Banelings? Where are the Banelings?
They're on the bottom side.
Oh, he's trying to be super sneaky.
Yeah, he's trying to trap him.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, again, things are looking as good as they could be looking for Hydra right now. sOs is still one base, and Hydra knows that he has a link
that is a lot
just sitting there. And I thought he was definitely going to shift in there. But not wanting to commit sOs just yet.
He'll have to eventually, though.
Really? You think so?
This is like the one... he doesn't have a Nexus down, so... I mean, he's really committed to this, and I think Hydra knows that. He has a link at the natural of sOs, so all he has to do is keep making links, keep making banelings. He already has the spines for a little bit of insurance, but I'm pretty sure Hydra's in a huge comfortable position. As the Shades or the Depths do come in, the banelings are going to roll in.
Oh, that's a lot of damage, and that might just be game. The world champion is going to be in a world of hurt. Even the Mothership Core is going to go down. And like you said, Taylor, he is absolutely committed to this attack. So Hydra in a prime position to take this game. He just has to play it patient. I think he doesn't need to push the issue here. He can just continue to morph banelings, like you said. He's even going into a Roach Warren. So yeah, things are looking great for Hydra, and the Adepts are not going to be able to do too much more. sOs is going for the Desperation Dark Shrine essentially, and this could work in theory. He's trying to continue to just apply pressure onto Hydra. Yeah, but he's probably gonna have to, smell something's coming. If he sees that there's a couple of war pins missing, then he can probably start making blind spores and stuff like that. You could expect something like that from Hydra. And look at sOs, even scouting with one of his Adepts, sacrificing one of them. I would really like at this point for Hydra to go for an 8-lane counterattack with that Overlord, because that would also scout sOs, and there's no real reason for him to not do that. I feel like he's getting a little bit lazy with how he's approaching this, and there is Spore Crawler now on the way. Hydra is sneaking in drones here and there as well. Look at sOs and how methodical he is with his Adepts, even moving in with the Adepts onto creep. And when he does that, he shifts the Adepts backwards instead of forward. So a very smart play and unit movement by the Protoss player. sOs is one of the smartest people in the game, and that is considered micro, right? And again, this is something that I said yesterday.
Like if he misclicked, he would just lose the entire army.
Yeah, but like what I was getting at is a lot of people oftentimes think that micro just comes, with the ability to click for a certain player. Like for example, they think, oh, this player has good micro, and they instantly make the connection with click accuracy or control of the units. But a lot of the time that has a lot less to do with that and a lot more to do with decision making with the units, because most players
fully committed to that,
and that's to buy time for the Dark
Templars he has to transfuse
kill the Spore. So very methodical play by sOs, pulling the entire army of Hydra off position and going in with the Dark Templars. He will be able to get rid at least of the natural base. The Hydra doesn't even have spores at the main base, so it looks like Hydra's in a ton of trouble, a world of hurt right now for the Korean Zerg. Brilliant play by sOs, brilliant micro, sacrificing his entire Adept army to win the game. Just a brilliant decision by him, and I can't even be disappointed in the Hydra by that. That was just a fantastic tactic by sOs, and so you see, like, he positioned his Dark Templars on the other side.
Yeah, of course.
He didn't reveal them up until that point, so Hydra didn't have to be wary of that. And Hydra, of course, felt safe against potential Dark Templars because he had a Spore. But this is about, like, I didn't think, even looking at the game, how to solve the puzzle. Of course, I'm sure sOs has been in this position multiple times, but nonetheless, just brilliant decision making by the world champion is gonna make him essentially steal that game.
Yeah,
that was a stolen game.
Almost perfect defense, except for that last key moment of losing the Spore Crawler.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, if he had a
mind you, Hydra didn't need to bring his entire army to kill the Adepts.
No, he didn't.
But you don't
really think about it.
Yeah. Exactly. If he thought about it, he would have been like, okay, like I don't need my entire army there. This must be a misclick. But if you're really invested into the game and you're thinking, how can I possibly lose this game? And one of the only options is Dark Templars, then you want to protect that Spore Crawler with at least a few units, especially if you don't need them all to take your opponent's army. So brilliant play by sOs, and that's going to make it so that the score is 2-1 in his favor. So very well done by him.